Hi, hello, welcome back to Monster Train. It is me, Cranberry. Hi, hello. Not much to talk about at the start here. Yeah, nothing. Let's hop right in. Let's get in there. Let's do a quick train. Maybe small chance, no guarantee. Maybe I'm thinking about doing a little streaming today. We'll see how things line up. But absolutely no guarantee. So if you're checking this out near the upload time, maybe check the Twitch. Maybe I'm live. Who knows? We'll see. Anyway, let's let us train. What do we got here? What's the Monster Train loot box giving us today? I don't hate this start here. Echo transfers, restoration, detonation, total recall with Wormkin, exile awoken secondary. Love root seeds on a Wormkin run here. I feel like should be pretty solid. Maybe just go the classic corruptor animus of will route here. Could be pretty good. I like Vapor Funnel if we go Corruptor for sure. If we go Decayer, though, I feel like Vapor Funnel is going to be not worthless, but worth not much. But I think we can go Vapor Funnel. We could try to go Vapor Funnel, and then, you know, if we see Infector, we could try Infector out. I don't know, that doesn't seem very good either. We'll see. I'm taking the Vapor Funnel, though. Cinder Salve, not bad, definitely, but, like, we'll see. We get the Corruptor, so all's well that ends well here. This should be pretty good, I feel like. Just gotta, you know, keep Chief alive for these first couple of rounds of combat, and we should be pretty good. I feel pretty strong here in the first combat, so I think we could take the Divine Horde here. And not be too worried. We got Merchant of Steel and Awoken. Oh, but you know, we have the Divine Boon here that I want to take probably for this Merchant of Steel. So maybe we should be a little easy on the shards here at first. Pump the brakes a little bit. I will take the unit draft though. I have no fear. We can chump block some of these first tall boys with train stewards as well if you really want to. A little bit of an unorthodox play here, I feel like, but we're gonna go fracture, echo transfer here. This train steward is here to die. I don't mind letting it take some hits here. Put this here. Oh wow, that gets the kill. Nice. That's good to see. And how's this looking? It's looking pretty good. If we total recall here, like that, I mean, we could hit a transfer. You know, sure. Why not? We don't hit a transfer. Okay, whatever. Frick you, game. Seems okay. And like, I think the Corruptor already wins the 1v1, but still. Yeah, he's got it handled. Good start. Seems pretty neat. I'm thinking we could use a one of Shelter, I think, in this deck. I would even go as far as to say we could take Shelter here. It's not even purple. We could take Shelter here. We could give it Remove Consume and Cost Down. I think it'd be a pretty playable card in this deck. We do need to make sure... I mean, with Root Seeds, we should have enough purple cards, I feel like. So, I think you go Shelter. No. I think no. I guess by default here, Razor Sharp Edge isn't too bad in this deck. Man, I really want purple cards, though. I think this is a good enough card to take unpurpled. I don't hate Bog Chrysalis here. We could play Bog Chrysalis, go like Large Stone, Multi, and then infuse it with an Animus of Will, and that'd be pretty strong here, I feel like. You can maybe even go like large stone quick with Animus Infusion. I don't know. I think right side here is pretty easy though. There's multi. And then here. Okay, well that's not what we were looking for exactly, I gotta say. Hey, what if we infused a Bog Chrysalis with Awoken Hollow? Is that a thing? I mean, it basically substitutes for the large stone. It doesn't feel that strong though. It's kind of neat though, I feel like, but maybe if we were restores, it'd be pretty tempting here. I think this is kind of just a skip though. Got a Wormkin banner up here. Yeah, I think we just skipped this, unfortunately. Could have been neat, but not gonna work on this run, I don't think. I like investing in the Bog Chrysalis though. You know, we actually probably could have played the just the Husk Hermit as is here on this run. Looking at it now, let's do flies. Flies are fun. And I'll even take the plus 25 here and call it a day on the Bog Chrysalis. And this wins basically up until like ring 5. I feel like just as is, this deck already wins to ring 5, which is pretty, because there's plenty of time to find some ways to improve the deck. Guess we chump here. I don't care about hatching. We have plenty of time to wait. I did in my head now just do the math and realize that this floor would have killed us if we didn't get a restoration detonation, so let's not think about how I almost just absolutely fucked this up. Huh? Can we all agree to that? Maybe? Please? So you die still, which is good. Let's just take the armor here. I don't. You should hopefully hatch before it's an issue. Actually, doesn't really matter either way. I guess the armor on what's his name is fine. You bastard. Oh, I forgot we have Vapor Funnel. Okay, cool. Nothing matters. Cool. Yeah, these flies are gonna just absolutely brutalize people right now. It's not even gonna be close. Echo Transfer here seems pretty good. I don't love it, but I think we gotta take the purple Wildwood Sap here. Not great, but we kind of need density on purple cards, I feel like, right now. And I think we'll go right side. I don't think we want to self-infuse Bog Chrysalis. That does not seem correct to me. Although it's not the worst thing in the world. But I don't think it's the way we play this one. Not bad cards. Or upgrades, I mean. We can go first if, or no, we can't go first if can we? I guess we gotta go Keeper of Echoes Infusion, huh? I don't love it, but it's passable here, I feel like, on the flies. So sure. And then if we did find a remove consume eventually, this value stone would be really nice on the shelter. But we don't know if we'll actually end up seeing that, so I don't wanna take that risk. I like the intrinsic on what's it called there? The intrinsic on Echo Infusion. Yeah, we just leave it. We leave it at that. I don't hate doing double Echo Infusion here too. It seems like bulking these flies up real quick, or bulking up whoever, right? We could bulk up Corruptor Chief here. Seems like it's a pretty good opening play, although I don't know. You know, it's kind of weird. It's definitely a weird one. I think we want to go intrinsic on a root seed just to make sure we can get some early shards, because this is neutral on shards, and we kind of want to hatch this Bog Chrysalis quickly. We're gonna take an energy upgrade here in our first combat as well. Or our first upgrade as well, I mean here. But I think that's fine. Oh, I'm a dummy. My brain actually is broken. I don't know why, but for some reason in my brain, I was like, oh, if we duplicate the root seeds, it'll have intrinsic on it. My brain's actually busted. Although, honestly, not the worst play, I feel like, still. We're duping a purple card. Maybe it would have been better to do Wild with Sap, but with the way this deck is going to play out, that might actually still be a pretty good duplication. I don't know. Although, actually looking at it now, we probably were supposed to just dupe the Bog Chrysalis. I'm a fool. We'll do that later, don't worry. That's actually probably... Oh, man. It's a real senior moment there. Constructed explosives, damage shield. It'll be fine. I'm pretty confident we win this one, more or less with no issue. Who do you lead with here, right? Because Corruptor's going to be buffing the flies a lot. I think you lead with the Chrysalis. Especially if we're playing it this way. Well, this hand sucks. We can fracture egg to get it to hatch a little bit faster, although I think I'd rather just fracture the crossbowman here. Should be able to hatch this turn, hopefully, unless things go very, very wrong. Okay, well. A little bit of armor on Spine Chief, sure, why not? Okay, the juice is loose. Honestly, to start softening him up, I think. Not that it matters too much, I guess. Sap here. Seems fine to me. We could use... No, actually, no, I think we have the exact number of Echo Transfers we want in here right now. I don't think we want any more. This is correct. Maybe one more, who knows. There you go. He's extremely dead. This only lowers our attack, but hell yeah, let's go. Spreading Spores can't be very good here. And this does nothing. I think we can play Unearth Remains. It's basically a purple card. And we're gonna skip this. We're gonna dupe our crystals, I think, here. 100% energy upgrade. You gotta do it. I'm feeling pretty strong. I don't think there's any reason why we want to take any of these here. Like, Combat 4 should be no problem for us, I feel like. We'll see, though, I suppose. Things could backfire, maybe. We already have our egg fully upgraded, so Steel Shop, not amazing for us here. We get removals, though, but again, a Woken Banner doesn't do much. Free Relic and some money doesn't seem too bad. So 2 removals is pretty nice, I gotta say. Let's see. Merchant of Magic and removals. I think I'm down to remove. I think we go removals here, and we have enough money. I think we remove here, and we remove here to get rid of all of our Train Stewards. And we start buffing cards. And I think that should be pretty fine for us. Train Stewards out. Maybe even we'll pay for a removal here. We're at 60 still, I think, right, per removal. I'm okay. I'm okay with Train Steward. Come into the temple. Haha! Revenge! Trying to think. Maybe we're in a situation now where we actually want to intrinsic Unearth Remains, though. No. I really, in my heart of hearts here, with this deck configuration, I think we're best off intrinsicing our Root Seeds here. It gives us an extra card draw next turn. It gives us a purple. And that's all this deck wants, really, is those things. We want card draw, we want purple. And I think this gives us purple, and it gives us more maximum purple, which is definitely, it shouldn't be downplayed, but we'll get to it eventually. It's not urgent. Root Seeds is just a nice, simple way to do it, I feel like. You could Fracture as well, but nah. You really want your Fractures on turn 2 to kill Collectors, I feel like. And we've done it in the... Oh, man, I forgot about that. I don't know if you watched the video, but, like, maybe it was a month or so ago. There was the run where I had Twinstone, intrinsic Twinstone on Root Seeds and got Semblance Anvil. Or not Semblance Anvil, that's a magic card. Is it broke? What is it called in this game? Shit. Shattered Anvil? Oh, my God. I'm sorry, my brain is actually broken. I need to look this up now. I'm playing too much Magic the Gathering, man. What's the anvil called? Where are you, anvil? Somewhere up here? Split anvil. Gone. My brain's bad today. But I got split anvil, and then the intrinsic... it was intrinsic Twinstone Root Seeds that I then ×5. Then got split anvil, so I played 1 Root Seed. It made a 2-cost Root Seed, and then it made all of the Root Seeds that were 1-cost 0-cost, and it was sick. That was a fun run. We're not doing that today. That was funny. We've already missed the 5 times. We're not doing that today. I'm sorry to say to you. Let's see what's in here. You saw nothing. Keep going, Corruptor. Man, maybe we should have gone quick here, huh? On that Chrysalis. So the plus 25. Makes it a little scary to play top 4, but we did get that that intrinsic Echo Infusion, which we had in the shop at first. Maybe we should have gone quick. Now that I think about it more, quick would have been better, I think. But you know, it's a little too late. You're too far gone. Plus 6 attack, only 2 turns to set up, but we do have the Vapor Funnel, so it will kill the backliners and, you know, sweep up any damage frontliners. I think we can take this. I think our egg is bulky enough to handle the damage. And, oh, that's a scary wave. Although, again, we do have the Vapor Funnel, so we'll pick them off if they leak. Here we go, tank egg strategies here. Turn. Rat Bastard. Yeah, I might have underestimated the damage coming to us, huh? Oh, armor here, I guess. Oh, shit. Restoration Detonation, please save me. Thank you, Restoration Detonation. We're still dying? Oh, you know what? Here. There you go. Now I'm smart. Do this. Do that. Egg hatch. And we should be okay-ish from this point. Maybe we'll lose a bog. You know what? We'll actually slow you down too while we're here. We might lose like a bog fly. But we should win the Relentless here, I imagine. Let's echo you up in case that does happen. It was Porcupine as the boss, right? Yeah, actually Porcupine should be pretty easy, I feel like. Also, oh shit, you're fast. Do this, do that. Okay, yeah, see, no problem. Not even a close fight. Like, look at this guy. What a chump. Echo's pretty good here, but a purple Return Soul is really hard to pass up in a deck like this, I feel like. It's just, it's like, it's 2 free crystals, basically, packed into 1 card. And it, like, gets rid of, like, you know, fractures if we don't want them. Echo's not bad scaling, but we already have the transfers. That should be enough, I feel like. And, like, losing all of our crystals is actually a pretty big ask, I feel like, too. Does our deck do a good job of offsetting the negative card draw of Pyrogrow? I would say yes. However, does it benefit from that extra energy? At this point, I feel like it... I mean, we are Root Seeds, so we do like a lot of that extra energy. We have a Purple Awake, though, which is pretty solid, too. As you saw there, our healing's not amazing. Wouldn't hate to have this, maybe, in our deck. I don't know. I'm going to trust my gut here and go with the Pyrogrow. I think it should be pretty solid in this deck. And Awake is pretty expensive. We may end up in a point where we're just playing a bunch of Root Seeds and we don't have the time or energy to play Awake. And our resources should be spent on lowering the cost of something like, I think, like Unearthed Remains, maybe. And the Root Seeds, too. I feel like are a better investment than Awake, so... We'll go with Pyrogrow. Definitely left side here. Easy. Get a Root Seed, and I think you get rid of Total Recall. That card's kind of dookie in this deck, I feel like. Get that out of here. What's the shop got for us? Permafrost? I don't hate Permafrost on something like Pyrogrow. You can, you know... If you get it, like, draw 1 and you have no extra card draw, you might want to wait, like, a couple turns to play it, I feel like. It's not worth the cost, though. If you ask me. Making Unearthed Remains more playable seems pretty good. Don't hate, like, we're not gonna, like, do anything crazy with these restorations. I like just, like, a +10 on one of them. Roll it. I did say this before, it was a play, but I don't like it that much in this deck. We could just keep Unearthed Remainsing, but that seems like it's a bit of a bait, too. I don't think we need that many crystals. Or that many crystal slots, I guess. I think you make this 0-costed. Although that opening hand's pretty easy, actually, because we're getting a 0-cost unit, we're getting our 1-cost egg, and then we're drawing 3 other cards right now. So we should be able to almost always play them all, so there's not much of a reason to reduce the cost of Root Seeds, I feel like. We want to worry about our turns afterwards. Man, the shelter's looking a lot worse now. I wish it was purple. We have a lot of money to flex, though. Oh, we'll go. I think the Root Seeds are more important here. Surge Stone. If we're playing this into the Divinity, we're gonna need we're gonna probably want to like hold over one of these restorations at least, just to keep our units alive. Just sweep alone's gonna be pretty tough for us to handle, unless we find something like, you know, Soul Crushing Guilt, which is then a liability because we're losing a lot of damage from it. So I don't know. I don't know how to proceed. What else do we have here? Temple? What's in the temple here? Let's take a look at that. Oh, we do have the you know what? I'm actually seeing the value stone now. I'm actually okay with Eternal Stone on Shelter. And then hitting it with a value stone real quick. This I'm down for. 0-cost Shelter that doesn't go away. That's a more playable card to me. What are we doing here now? We want a Surge Stone. I think the Restoration Detonations are actually going to be playable in this deck, I feel like. We may actually have, I'm thinking about it now, we may have to play mid-floor versus Divinity then if we can't handle the sweep damage very well. Might have to go, like, holdover. We might have to do it again. Someone pointed out before that the holdover restorations weren't that good. And they made a pretty fair point about it. worded it in a less than nice constructive way, I guess, but like they were right. Restorations were probably not the best play, but I think in this deck, purely for like, if we're using them purely for healing, I think they're going to be pretty useful for us. So, I don't want to make them surged. I want to hang on to them for now. Enemy units enter with 15 armor. Do we care about that? I think we kind of punch through pretty well, and then anything that leaks by the Vapor Funnel should pick up as far as backline is concerned. This guy, though, there's like that one wave that's like Shieldman, Sycophant, Master of Light, and then, or is it Shieldman, Build Marksman, Big Boy, Sycophant? I think that's his combat. Maybe it's a healer, actually. There's a healer there. I don't know. Either way, I think we can still handle this, but I'm going to be a little bit concerned about it, I feel like. If that is this wave. Let's try to hatch you if we can. Guess this just kills you here. There you go. No problem. Definitely can pop this. Do we want to Echo Transfer here? I think we can afford it. I don't think we need the damage from the crystals this turn. Although we should play Shelter first. Okay. Maybe, I mean, this is not a great indicator, but maybe we just won't need the what's it called? The restoration detonations here. We're definitely going card draw, I'm pretty sure, from the next one also. Where's the... This is the wrong combat, then. There isn't the 4-man wave here. My bad. Thought this was the one. Can we kill you? No. Almost. Anyway. Hopefully you're having a good day. I'm having a pretty good one, all things considered. Nice day at work. Nothing crazy going on in general. Okay, chilling. Is it worth crystalling ourselves to play this Shelter? I don't think so. We'll do this, do that. Set you up for your demise this turn, I think, right? Yeah, it's absolutely fucking stomped. Oh, I should have made Root Seeds purple and 0. Horrible misplay, honestly, when you think about it. I could see us. You know what I kind of like here? Actually, I'm thinking about it more. If we just dupe Shelter once or twice, we'll cycle through the deck so quickly that we might be able just to play top floor and prevent enough damage via Shelters. That might be close to enough. Force Contamination. It's a purple card, but it extracts, so it's gonna like reduce our damage by a lot. I don't like it very much here. And we're not doing big hits. We're doing pretty big hits, I guess, but we're doing mostly like multi-strike hits here. We don't get that much value out of this. I'm gonna just skip here, I think. Awoken Railspike has to be solid. This has to be like, I wouldn't say amazing, but this is like really good. This is definitely really good for us, I feel like. Especially with the energy we already took. Feels like kind of a no-brainer. I don't think we're in trouble this combat, but Divine Warren Grindstone would be pretty good for us here if we needed it. But I think we're okay. I believe we are fine. I guess we go left side and we relic hunt here. I don't we removed our train steward, so we don't get that much value anymore out of the vortex because we like our starter spells. I mean, like I intrinsic and duped one. I didn't intrinsic and then dupe. I duped and then intrinsic one of our starter spells, so I like them quite a bit in this deck. So Pyre remains is not much. Yeah, this is all just not that much for us on this side. So I guess we go left side. Look for some relics here. Interesting stuff. Let's hit the caverns here. Maybe we can get an overstack upgrade on our egg. We could, but at what cost? A big cost. We're not going to do that. We're going to take, I guess, the rail spike. I like our restoration detonations, though. Maybe we just do none of these. Wow, this might be the first time in my life I've skipped a spell rail spike. I guess because neither of our starters will accept it, too, is a big part of it. But yeah, I like our spells. Although, you know what I'm thinking about it more? If we're going to do this shelter plan, which I actually kind of like quite a bit here, I feel like, we can get rid of the unupgraded restoration. That's fine. They've saved me from myself twice in this run so far, but I think it's time to axe them. Jack Strips is okay. But not amazing. Notice me, Stone. Not great here. And Bloating Fungus, we have Wildwood Sap. And that's it. So I don't think we're doing a regen deck. Jack Strips. You know what? Hold on. Before I make any big decisions, I think I'm gonna take this this Divine Horde here. What do we got in here? That might inform my decision a bit. Wing Seal makes a lot of sense to me. It's more card draw. And honestly, we might take this and then go more energy too now. I kind of like it. Golden Vault with Vape Funnel is very good. But we're playing a deck where we're not going to lose from leaking. We're going to lose. I mean, we could lose from leaking, don't get me wrong, actually. But I feel like we set up pretty quickly, and we start killing waves pretty quickly. Like, we're good to go on turn 3, basically. So, I'm not worried about leaking that much. And we have the Vapor Funnel to stop backliners. Heavy should take a pretty big dent. It's tough. Wing Seal is more cards, right? Which are good for us. Part of me thinks so maybe we want to go Winged Indulgence just to reduce damage that we're taking. It's a weird one. It's a weird choice. I'm sorry if you think this is like really a really easy decision one way or the other. But I think there's just merit to both, and I don't know which one I like more. Although, when I think about it, right? Because we have the intrinsic, what's it called? Keeper of Echoes. Not intrinsic. The infused Keeper of Echoes, right? Every purple card we play basically adds 1 health, which is not the same as reducing damage by 1. On every given combat in Divinity, we're getting attacked like 6 times, right? You have like 4 units, and then the Divinity is sweeping. And then there's also like multi-strikers on the floor, so like it's really like it does reduce the damage we're taking by quite a lot in the Divinity combat, which I'm more worried about than the rest of the game. You know, I think I'm gonna go Winged Indulgence. I think that the damage reduction might matter in the Divinity waves more than the extra card draw will matter. Although it's a really tough one. I think we're doing this. I don't know. Now, Jack Strips you take if you're worried about the damage shield wave. That wave doesn't scare me that much, honestly. Like, I'm not that worried about that wave getting through. Because we'll kill at least 2 of them, and probably pick off a 3rd one's shield, and then they'll go up, and then Vapor Funnel will hit them once. They might get 1 attack off, and then Vapor Funnel finishes them. So, I'm not worried about the Jack Strips here, so I think we can just skip that. Okay. What do we Echo Seedling in this one? We have Pyre Grow, which is kind of funny. We have Return Souls. We can use Return Soul to just to Echo Seedling whatever we want as well. We also have Railspike. We have some pretty good consume cards. We also have some stinkers. We have Wildwood Sap. Oh, we have Unearth Remains too, which is pretty solid. Do you want Vine Grasp in this deck? I feel like it wouldn't be too bad. Especially with the restorations, we could like Vine Grasp a specific unit to the front and then detonation them to kill them. Improve. Like, these are all great actually. There's good reasons for all of these. Like Root Seeds would just be like, hey, we just start duping that intrinsic Root Seed now, and we're not set, but like it's not a bad play. I think we don't take Firebox. I think we take Echo Seedling and Curse Vines here. I think I like both of those actually quite a bit. The secret that I like here about the Curse Vines is that it also lets us tank swap. We could like switch the flies back and forth if if like, you know, we need someone else to take a hit for a round. So I kind of like that idea. But I think I'm gonna go, yeah, with these two. Very excited just to constantly misplay Curse Vines though. Always happy to do that. Go. We want to pick. I think I'd rather just focus on hatching you quickly. So let's Fracture here. Okay. Can you draw 0 cards? You can draw 0 cards. Interesting. Well, we're drawing 1 card now, which is nice, I suppose. I don't want to Echo Transfer here. I'd rather just actually hatch this son of a bitch, so... Let's kill you and pass the turn. Okay, well... That's the price you pay for, honestly, not even much. Like, we don't need 7 energy, I guess. I guess we get a big Rail Spike, which is cool. Now that I think about it, but we didn't need to do that. Like, at all. Even remotely. We got our draw pile here. A lot of cards. You just go for it. We only draw 6, actually. I just realized, too. That's fine. We're gaining more attack than he's gaining armor, so there's no way he's ever going to catch up with us here. Just take a Fracture out. Bonk. Keep Fracturing, so I like the Root Seeds more. I want them to stay in the deck longer. I don't know, man. Vine Grasps. It doesn't really matter at this point. We can be pretty mindless about it, I feel like, and just... We'll be okay. Hate this. You know what? I think you go like this. And then end the turn. Here you go. And killing you is just bad for us, I feel like, here, so let's not. We should kill all of you still good, okay. I don't know, maybe picking off a spell shield doesn't matter. Who knows? Like, it's fine. Kind of wish I had that. I mean, I guess I don't wish I had the wing steel because we needed the wing steel in order to generate all that energy off of Pyrogrow. So it doesn't matter too much, I suppose. We're still winning this, right? Like this is still an easy GG dub. Like I'm not like being real cocky here, and then you're gonna walk up and just kill us, right, Arcus? Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. Cool, cool, cool. Fine, fine. Good, good. Symphony is like, it's a thing, but I don't feel like it's very good here. We're not generating that much armor. Like, our only source is just that shelter. I do think duplicating the shelter is a good play here. Although we might want to consider duplicating the chrysalis first. And having 4 flies, that might be better for us. But I think Symphony is a trap here, for sure. I think Echoes is also not very good in this current deck. Seeing that, I want more card draw. We had all this energy and not much to do with it, so that seems like the right thing to do there. I would like to duplicate the Bogflies now. I think we dupe there, and I think we go down here and we dupe the shelter. And I'm not certain, but I feel like that might be good enough. Although, oh, if we decide to opt for mid-floor instead. Hold on. You know, actually, I'm gonna pause the recording. I'll be right back. Hi, hello, I'm back. What was I doing? Hold on. Where are we? What's going on here? Eggs. Eggs. We're playing eggs, of course. Of course. I wanted to duplicate shelter, but I was thinking about maybe trying to do something different. Duplicating bog crystals. That's what it was, right? So we go. I think we're gonna need the damage of 2 bog crystalli. I don't think they're doing enough necessarily on their own. So I think we will benefit out of having 2 of them. But we don't really have the defense or the... Hold on. Maybe, hear me out, maybe we're supposed to play bottom floor. Would that work? Could we play bottom floor with this setup here? I feel like no, I think it's just too much damage too quickly. Like the egg just wouldn't hatch in time, so I think we have to play top floor. If we play top floor, is 1 duplicated shelter enough? I think it'll have to be. I think we play right side here, we get the Hellvent, we go right again. We miss all the upcoming spell shops. Maybe we can find like what is Armored Hull or whatever. But then we have to go egg dupe and then armor dupe. This is just money, I guess, because we have no more. We don't have thorns in this deck, or we don't have stings. I mean, and we don't have prototypes. So let's take that. Value stone. It's not bad, but I think we want to use our shards more meaningfully, I guess. I like the dupe here first, I think. We do a dupe here, and then we'll dupe the shelter next floor. I think it might work. Maybe. We'll see. Just go Corruptor here. And we... Maybe we have to tank with Corruptor too. I didn't think about that, but we might just need the higher base HP pool of Corruptor now in front. It will mean that one corruptor dies where we're losing a lot of damage on the floor. But this might... Oh, you know what we could do? We could do a sandwich. We could do Chrysalis, Chief, Chrysalis. I actually like that quite a bit here, I think, actually. That might be the way to play it. We have an auxiliary... We have the auxiliary Bogs for, like, later on in the Divinity combat. Spell Shield. Do we have any damaging spells? We have Restoration. We have one Restoration, and that's it. Okay, I think we'll take the 400 gold. I think it's worth it. But who knows? Maybe this is a mistake. I don't know, man. Oh, I forgot about Echo Seedling. Shit. Guess we almost hatch you. That's pretty sweet. Let's pull you to the front. We'll try to kill you first, I guess. You're auxiliary flies, so I guess we'll hatch you first, most likely. Can we kill you? It's a lot of money to kill you, but is it worth the loss of purple? Yeah, sure, why not? I don't think we play Echo Transfer here. I think we need to do some hatching. Okay, we lose one fly right now. Guess we dig. Pretty good dig. Everyone dies. Cool. And let's make sure you're definitely dying here. Wait, did the... Am I losing my mind? Did the flies go in front of Spine Chief? Isn't that not how that's supposed to work? Maybe I'm going crazy. I don't know. Anywho's. We're losing Shade. The Shade Wings are dropping our flies. Well, like flies. No, you don't love to see it. Okay, he's alive though for now. Keep pulling to the front. It's not changing anything, but makes me feel better, at least. Guess we put the sap here because you're doomed anyway. We might be able to raise Divinity though. We're outputting a ton of damage. Pull you up to the front. There you go. Finally, this works. Only took us 400 years. Pick you off down here before you make it to the top floor. Should have been probably doing that a little bit too before this. Keep inspiring. I think we can save you. I think we can hopefully kill you guys before you get up here too. Neat. Honestly, I feel like we might want to just put the Echo Transfers on Spine Chief. Just to, because he's going to be the last one attacking. I know you get double the use out of it, but like... Spine Chief's going to live a lot longer here, I feel like, so... Hit. Okay, we're good. We're still getting lethal here. Put you in the front too in case it really comes down to it. So am I going crazy? Did I misplace the Bog Chrysalis, or am I going crazy? I think I probably just misplaced the Bog Chrysalis, huh? Yeah, I don't think I put it behind the Spine Chief, I guess. I'm just losing my mind. Kills you, nice. I'm just playing shit at this point. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's end it there. The crystals we don't want to under crystal here for the combat. Oh, we win it. Okay, yeah, no problem. Just want to see how strong we really are right now. Just get a good sense of it here. I feel like it's pertinent for us. I mean, yeah, we're crushing them here in this combat. Man, it's gonna be a lot of damage in that Divinity wave. I don't know if we're gonna have enough sustainability, I guess. I'm gonna not take Broken Memories here. I'm worried that I'm just gonna forget about Echo Seedling and play it thinking that it's just a free purple. Although, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, just in this deck, honestly, 3 free purples is not the worst thing in the world. Actually pretty solid for hatching our eggs quickly. And we can do things like get back Awoken Rail Spike. You know, let's do it. Skip these, I think. Don't like those very much. We already have 1 Pyrogrow. That's enough for me, I think. And we're going to go right side and we're going to dupe this, we're gonna dupe the shelter, and hopefully that's enough sustain for us. I don't know what else we could do here. Endless might have been neat too, I guess. Here we are. Base charge just seems good to me. We don't need the Forever Flame. You don't have enough room for the Conscription Notice unit. You definitely take this, you roll it. I think you go Mind Horde and Hammer Chestplate here. Root Split Mask is just going to murder us, I can tell. You dupe. This gives us 10 shards on the dupe. Putting us at 100 exact. You take these, you take this. And you get to remove 1 card. And this makes or breaks the whole game. What do you remove here? What's the 1 removal? Is it Wildwood Sap here? I think it might be. It's a purple card, but it does consume, which fucks up with Echo Seedling. We don't get much out of the regen, especially because we're doing this armor thing now. So yeah, I think although it does consume, which is important if we're trying to play multiple shelters. We want cards out of the deck so we can play the important cards. You know what? Actually, by that logic, I think we got maybe like a Fracture, maybe Echo Transfer. Echo Transfer is kind of stinky. Honestly, I think we get enough damage just from Corruptor and the. Yeah, I think it's Transfer. We get enough damage through Corruptor and from the Keeper of Echo Infusions. I don't think we need the Echo Transfer. I don't know. Debatable choice there for sure. But I don't know. This is already pretty weird. Okay, I did say this would be good as just a. Oh, it's actually not good here. We're not playing it right now. We don't want to hatch first turn because we need room for the second egg. We're gonna go Bog, boop, Egg Help, and we can play 1 more purple card, and then pass the turn. And we'll also just, you know, while we're here, do a quick murder, soften you up a bit. Save Broken Memories for later. Hey, what the fuck do you think you're doing, sir? We're gonna go Razor Sharp into Return Soul. Razor Sharp? We do get the, yeah, that's actually, we get the Echo Seedling off it, which is pretty good, I think. We'll get a bunch of copies. We get a lot of damage here right off the bat. You get 1 Pyro, which is nice too, I feel like. Kill you. Do this. Oh, they hatched. That shelter was worthless. I guess it's not worthless. The corruptor doesn't hate the armor, but not worth much, I guess. What I'm trying to say there. What am I doing, man? Brain entirely broke there. Should have played purple cards before playing the. What did I even play there? I played a shelter, right? Maybe I didn't. What did I play? Losing my mind. Actually, straight up losing my mind right now. We gotta be proactive. We gotta pick off these guys whenever we can too, actually. Okay. Again, proactive. Get him some damage here while we can. Pick you off. Shelter. We lose a fly, but we're still hitting like a fucking, you know, Tonka truck here, baby. Okay. The name of the game. Proactivia. Pick you. And we start working on you too, actually, bud. You're taking some hits here as well. The 1 Echo transfer. I think we win this combat. I am still very much worried about our prospects against Divinity, but we do... I mean, we do output a lot of damage pretty quickly. We might be able to rush Divinity down, actually. I would not be shocked. Do we have a shelter in... Here we do. Okay, so we're gonna do some fun stuff here. We're gonna return soul back a shelter. We're gonna go in hard in the paint here. Did I play a fracture on you? I just noticed you have 2 reap. What did I do? What on earth did I do here? I must have played a reap on Bogfly thinking it was a good spell and it was not. If you comment about that, like, feel free, but like, my man, I get it. But also nobody cares. We should be putting the damage buffs on this Bogfly since it's gonna actually last. Oh no, it won't last longer. In the Relentless, this one still lives longer. Bring back the shelter. Whatever. We're fine. We still win this one. It looks like pretty much no problem, I would say. Pick you. Oh, I forgot about trying to finish you off on the mid floor. Oh well. Go roots. Roots. Yeah, I bet I thought Fracture was just a root and I just blindly put a purple card on the Bogfly. Sequencing here. Okay. It is pretty funny, though. I guess we can go Echo Transfer, Return Soul Echo Transfer here. It seems good enough to me. Put you in front, we'll kill you next turn. Enjoy your armor, coward. We could have pulled you to the front. That would have been so much better, actually. I'm a fool. We should have pulled you to the front. Little tunnel vision there. I don't think it'll matter, right? Probably, oh, maybe, potentially. Yeah, like easy. Wrap that up. And hopefully we can just rush down the Divinity before things get too serious. I'm hoping like maybe first boss or first mini boss wave we can punch through and kill Divinity. We'll see though, I don't know. It is damage shield wave. Should have taken jack strips. Regret. That won't be that bad though, honestly. This here, put this here. Again, we don't hatch yet. It lets us come down here and start peeling off the damage shields. So again, jack strips not required on this run. I'll be honest, this turn's not great. I don't even. We could Echo Seedling Wildwood Sap, but it's not even that good of a play here. I think you just do this. Give me for a bit of extra damage. Make 8 armor. It's not good. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't know, not much else to do there. I feel like there's definitely better cards we could Echo Seedling is the thing. You know, ones that cost like 0. Look at that. See. Again, though, I think we can hold it. Oh, we're taking so much damage on this Bogfly, though, which sucks. Not that this playing that changes anything, though, I guess. Put you in front. We need to hatch you, actually, though, I think. Yeah, it's annoying. Not what the fuck? How you move up, game? What frick you, mouse wheel. That's annoying. I don't think it'll matter. Hopefully, it won't matter. Maybe it does. Maybe we needed that extra pyre damage. Okay. I forgot that Broken Memory put itself back on top of the deck, which is kind of funny. The Unearth remains. I think you just Rail Spike here. We need to play a card first so we can draw all 3 cards. Hold on. I think you Rail Spike. What do we get? Honestly, not bad cards. We might be able to save Bogfly with a shelter here. So let's go. We're gonna do a couple things. We're gonna Fire Grow. I'll put you back here, I suppose. Play that too. Turn Soul. Wait, did I not have? Oh, I recycled my deck. Shit. Okay, that's not good. Honestly, give me Rail Spike and give me Broken Memories back on top. I think we just care more about the damage to Divinity than we do about the Echo transfer buff. Put you in front. We lose one. We're 1 fly down, but we might be able to stabilize here depending on how this draw goes. Not great. I'll be honest. Could have been better. Root Seed's here. I think we just go with the Rail Spike. Okay, Shelter's a good hit here for sure. And the question is, do you try to tank swap, right? We're taking quite a bit of damage. I think you can afford it. These waves don't matter that much, the sequencing. I think we do want to move one of them behind. We Spine Chief can't die. Spine Chief dies, the whole thing falls apart. I think you do this. That Bogfly lives now too, which is nice. And you keep bringing back a Woken Rail Spike, because it's drawn through our deck like a motherfucker. Divinity is almost halfway dead too. Restoration. Okay. We don't even draw everything if we play that right now. We'll do this then. More healing. Draw 3. Not great cards, honestly. The restoration's pretty good there too. Never mind. Could have been worse. Shelter. Echo transfer. Way less damage though this round. Again, I don't think it's worth it. I think Echo transfer is stinky right now. We need just to push as much damage as we can to Divinity. I think we bring back Shelter. Why are you still alive, you coward? We need to bring you to the front so you can kill these in one hit each. There was some sort of tactical error on my part there, I'm sure. In how we gave them stat buffs. I should have put them on the Bogfly in front here so they could punch through. Okay. This hand actually looks pretty solid. Get a lot of purple. A whole lot of purple. Let's put you in front. We're gonna get Ember Drain, but we have enough energy to fight through that, I'm pretty sure, for next round of combat. Can we kill you with Reap? I don't think so. I think we just gotta go on here to pump the Shelter up. I don't feel great about this right now. I don't feel like we're in a good position. Put these here. Can we pick off anything with a Fracture here? We have 1, 2, 3's worth. That's 2, 4, 6 Reap, and then 5. Okay, I think this kills you actually, which seems worth it to me. Oh, I'm dumb. I only needed 2. We could have played a Root Seed top floor. Frick me. That might cost us the difference there, huh? Well, maybe. We'll see. Hold on. Oh, we actually just win already. Okay, cool. Fuck all y'all. Take a couple more Fractures, my treat. Take a Shelter. If you don't mind, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna get some pictures of your feet, Divinity. There you go. Weird run, horribly played, but also, I guess, strong enough just to win on its own. So, yeah, neat. All you need is one fly to win the Relentless there. Cool. Hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that episode. Again, I know it was not played as well as it could, but I'd like to think I made the right deck building decisions that let us get there. Let's put it that way, right? Anyway. Let me give you the seed, and let me go wrap this up. So, by the way, real quick note. Sorry that this upload got uploaded so late. At the time I was uploading it, I thought I'd be able to get it up on time, but with that delay before, it took a little bit longer than I thought. So, my bad. Please don't sue me. Replica neighbor assets. Goodbye.